when we're talking about AI and data, all right, I myself, sometimes get so excited about these new use cases, the shiny toy we're all playing, and we want to think, how enterprises will start implementing those. But at the same time, let's not forget about infrastructure, okay? It's not into your face, right? But what kind of flexible and scalable infrastructure company would need to think about? Is it cloud element? Absolutely, right? It's mainstream now. Is it edge computer? What are the general considerations you think to achieve that business value we talked about?
Well, I think from a company who wants to leverage their unstructured data set with AI today, they've got a number of choices as to how to do that. At one end of the scale, you've got full model training, where you're training either a new model or basing it off a foundational model to train your data set, your corporate data set. And then, the next step down, we've probably got fine tuning, in which you're actually complementing a foundational model with some of your data set. And then we've got things like inferencing, more around the analytics use cases. And then we've got things like retrieval augmented generation and RAG-based apps, where you're effectively creating a separate knowledge base, with a RAG pipeline to leverage a back-end LLM. And each of those have different infrastructure requirements. On the at least on the retrieval augmented generation side, the infrastructure requirements are probably less. It's more around, what you need in terms of your embedding models, your vector model, your vector database, what the LLM is and how you're going to construct the pipeline, etc. At the other end of the spectrum, if you're thinking about doing model training, then you're in the land of looking at dedicated hardware, be that cloud or be that on-premise, and GPUs and CUDA and things of that nature, and that is much more of a heavy lift. And the challenge around that right now is everybody is grabbing those GPUs, particularly on cloud, particularly the high performance ones. So it's not a given, even if you wanted to start a project tomorrow, that actually you could get those resources that you actually need to do the project. You'd probably end up on a waiting list, in truth.
I want to encourage everyone to follow Jim Liddle, okay, for more information, for really contacting the experts on his team and to find out what are your business needs over here. So we're having this discussion just to excite you, to enlighten you, hopefully, right, with the knowledge that Jim is so generously sharing with us.